the school with Primary 1 4th grade. Today I'm doing 28 science.
Anna, today's lesson is going to be about sink or float. And there's a video, it's almost 6 minutes, that's going to cover most of the lesson. It's going to be very easy, okay? Okay, let's watch this.
Toss some sticks into a pond, or maybe you like to bring a bunch of toys into the tub. Either way, you've probably found that not all objects act the same when they're in the water. Some things sink right to the bottom, while other things float on the quack, 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 quack.
You think it'll float?
Well,
Let's
it's
see.
the same shape as the other spoon.
Yeah, and we think it might sink, just like the metal spoon did.
Okay, let's
I think float. It floats.
It floats. Oh, bummer. Well, that's okay, guys. That's how we learn.
I think you
The
say
plastic
water.
spoon and
I
the
think
stick
it was
floated.
say water.
Is there anything that's the same about the things that floated and the things that sank?
Well, we know that the metal thing sank.
Okay, if something sinks, what does that mean?
It falls.
It falls down to the bottom, right?
Yes.
If something floats, what's that mean?
Gonna come up here.
Okay, so we're going to test some stuff, right? So what I did is I wrote down that we're going to test a small plastic bowl, a spoon, and a plastic cup. I need you to make your science prediction. Do you think this will float or sink?
I think flow.
Do you think this will float or sink?
Flow.
Float? You think this will float or sink?
Flow.
Float. Okay, so you think everything will float. Let me go ahead and write it down. Okay, so you predicted all these things will float. So let's go ahead and test it. Alec? Okay, let's start with the small plastic bowl, the little white plastic bowl.
This one?
Yep. Did it float or sink?
Flow.
Float. Okay, take it out. Okay, let's do the spoon. Will it sink or float? It sunk. Okay. So you got that one wrong. Now let's do the plastic cup. Does this float or does it sink?
Flow. Flow.
It floated. All right, so you got 2 right. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and explain this. Alec, I want you to make the clay into just a ball. Just a ball. Just make it a hard ball.
Okay.
Okay.
Hard ball.
Okay, look at this clay, Anna. Do you think that it will sink or it will float?
Sink.
Sink. Okay, let's put it in there. It sank. All right, good job.
What about white one?
Okay, now wait. Okay, so let's see if we change the shape of this, if we could make it float by changing the shape.
Yes.
Okay?
Let me try shape.
Okay,
Sink.
it sinks.
Sink.
It still sank. Okay, wait. Okay, let me see if I can do a different shape, a different type of ball.
Oh, I think it can float.
Okay, you think it will float?
Yes.
Okay, let's check it. It floated.
I think it looks like a crab.
Huh? You looked YouTube about this?
Yeah.
Okay, but you see, it was the same thing. And when Alec made a ball, it sunk. When we made a ball, it sunk. But we were able to make it a shape that it floated.
Yeah, don't
Then it
have a ball
floats.
in my circle. Give me a little
So,
piece.
what
Okay.
about try this and this?
Okay, Anna. Why do you think that it float when we changed the shape?
This one?
When we changed shape, why did it float?
I think it have in back here and it look like something about people can stay inside. But I think it's
All right, listen. You have to think. There's got to be some reasons, you know. I know that sometimes wood can float on water, right? And you got to think like a scientist. I know like balloons like to float, right? Do you know a balloon will float?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, balloons float and beach balls float because air. I think if you're thinking like a scientist, I think air helps things float. Okay, air inside of stuff, it helps it float, and also the shape of stuff, it helps it balance on the water. Okay. Okay, Anna. Look, this floated. Alec, don't mess it up. She's got to draw that right now. Go ahead, draw this. Draw this thing that we just made that floated. Draw it. Draw it right here.
Here?
Draw this right here.
Yes.
This?
Yeah, go ahead, draw that.
Okay.
On the bottom one. The bottom one.
In here?
Yep. And before, the same thing, it sunk. So now go ahead and draw it when it was a ball. It sunk, right? So go ahead and draw the clay ball.
The ball?
Remember before, Alec made it like this, like a ball. Right? And it doesn't float. It sinks. So go ahead, draw the ball.
This.
Okay, draw the clay ball. If you think it will float, draw the line here. If you think it will sink, draw the line here. Okay? Your science lesson is very easy. It only talks about sink or float, and it wants you to be able to check. It doesn't talk about why too much, why things sink and why things float. That'll probably be in 2nd grade or 3rd grade science. Now you're doing 1st grade, right? But let's think, because we want to be able to think like a scientist, okay? So let's look at 2 things. Right here I have 2 balls, right?
2 balls?
They're about the same size. This one is very hard. It's very hard, but it feels like plastic. Now let's look at these. Which one's heavier? Anna, touch them, and which one's heavy? Okay, which one feels heavier?
Heavier. This one.
Okay, Alec, check. Alec, put them both in your hands. Alec, which one feels heavier?
This.
Okay, and this feels hard, right? But does it feel hollow? I think there's air inside, right?
Yes.
So I think air helps it float, and if it's heavy, it probably sinks more. If it's light, it's probably more likely to float. Do you think same as me?
Yeah.
I think same as you.
Okay, so let's check these. Okay, Alec, put them both in the water. This ball floats, that ball sinks, right? So it could be because it's lighter, or it could be because it has air inside. Okay? So we're just going to think like a scientist. And that's all we have to do for this lesson. We don't have to do too much more. Okay?
Yeah.
So look at this page. The metal spoon, it sunk to the bottom. And the beach ball, it floated. It floats, right? You see? The beach ball floats, but the spoon went to the bottom. Now let's look at these things. So all we're going to do now, we finish this science. It doesn't ask you to do too much. It's just asking you to know how to test. So let's go ahead and test the rest of the stuff, and we finish. And that's it. Lesson is very easy. So let's go ahead. Alec, let's test everything. Anna's going to guess sink or float.
Okay.
Single float.
Sink or float?
Float.
Float.
Yep.
Single float.
Yeah, why you know?
Sink or float.
Sink or float? I think sink.
Oh, it floats.
And this.
And this?
Yeah.
I think sink.
Yep. Okay, sink or float.
I think float.
Float.
No, sink. I forget.
Okay. Sink or float.
Sink or float? I want to give you to this float out first.
Okay, take it out.
I think sink.
No, it floats.
This.
Sink or float.
I think. Can I try to first? I think sink.
Sink. Okay, put it in. Let's check.
What was this?
Okay, it's sunk. Sink or float.
Sink.
This.
Sink or float.
Float.
Yep.
And this.
Sink.
Yep.
And this.
Float.
Okay.
Yep.
And this.
You remember? We do already.
Yeah, it floats.
Float.
Okay.
Sink.
Okay, Anna, that's it. Science is so easy this week. That's all it wants you to do is you be able to test stuff and you be able to think about it. So that's it. Okay?
Okay, I finished with 28 and it's very easy. Thank you for the video. Don't forget to follow me.